My portfolio this week is valued at $128.5 thousand, and today I'm going to break that down by covering all my different account values, like my TFSA and RRSP, and we'll also cover any potential dividends I've received this week, as well as any buys, sales, or deposits I've made over the past week. Welcome back everyone to another weekly portfolio update video. I hope you've all had yourselves a fantastic week. My name is Kevin at FinTrack Freedom, and I'm a 25-year-old long-term investor, and this is my Canadian personal finance channel, where my ultimate goal is to one day retire early off of my investments. This week, my entire portfolio is valued at $128,498.57. Of that $128,000, I have $117,392.09 in my Wealthsimple trade accounts, and the remainder is in my Wealthsimple Cash account, earning me 5% interest, and in this account, I'm at $11,060.70. Really quick, I am trying to reach 2,000 subscribers on the channel as fast as humanly possible, so to help me reach that goal, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon below if you enjoy my content. And also for that YouTube algorithm, let's try and break 50 likes on this video. I know we can do it. This week, I just had a couple transactions here. I had a $100 transfer from my Wealthsimple Cash into my crypto account, and then I had a $400 deposit from my Wealthsimple Cash into my TFSA. And that has been the first deposit into my TFSA for the new contribution room of 2024, so I'm super excited about that. As for the dividends, I received $0 worth of dividends again this week, just like last week. Popping into my TFSA, it is currently sitting at $38,600.49, and over the last week, it was a little bit of a rocky week here. The account is down $1,400 on the week and or 3%, and on the 1 month performance, the account is down 4%. And on the 3 month, the account is up 21%. And then in the TFSA, I just had some reoccurring buys this week, like I always do. I had a $105 buy of XEQT and a $25 buy of QQC. My first home savings account this week is sitting at $8,494.61, and this account is up $60 on the week and or 1%. The 1 month performance is sitting at a 2% gain, and the 3 month performance is a pretty nice 7% gain. Once again, just more reoccurring buys here in the FHSA. Well, I should say one reoccurring buy in the FHSA of $175 into my favorite ETF at this point, XEQT. My RRSP this week is at $31,600.89. This account is down about $500 on the week, or about 2%. The 1 month performance, the account is up 2%, and on the 3 month, the account is still up a pretty big 16%. And then checking out the transactions here in the RRSP for the week, a $70 reoccurring buy of VOO, an $80 reoccurring buy of SCHD, and I did sell some AMD shares. I had 7 shares of AMD, and I'm up. Well, at the time of selling these shares, I was up over 100% on my return of AMD. So I went ahead and took some profit on AMD just because you never know. And I do like to re-diversify whenever a stock or position hits a certain point. It depends on what the stock is, but sometimes when it hits like 200%, I might sell a little bit and take profit. Or sometimes when it hits 100% when I double my money, I like to sell just roughly under half, just to be sure, and then re-diversify it into some ETFs. So I'm not sure what ETFs the $732 worth of AMD is going to go towards yet, but it'll probably be VOO and SCHD if I had to guess. The last stock account here, the non-registered account, is at $15,527.70. This account is up $114 on the week and or 1%, and on the 1 month, the account is up 4%. And on the 3 month, a pretty big 14% is what we're up by. I don't know why I worded that so weird. And then once again, I am not buying in the non-registered account because I have lots of registered accounts to max out for the rest of 2024. So likely not any buying in this anytime soon still. The crypto account had a pretty rocky week. It was down a lot at one point this week, but it did recover near the end of the week, but the account is currently at $23,481.77, and it finished the week down $422 and or 2%. The 1 month performance, the account is down 4%, and on the 3 month, it is still up a respectable 28%. And just to see what the 1 year is looking like, the 1 year is up 54%. Once again, still doing all my recurring buys here in the crypto account for the time being. That may change in the future if crypto keeps pumping throughout the rest of 2024, because I'm not going to dollar cost average into something that is just skyrocketing in price. I took the last like year and a half, 2 years of buying when crypto was at like its lows for the cycle. And that's kind of what my plan was the whole time, was to just buy when everyone wasn't buying and take some profits when things are looking well. But anyways, I had a $40 buy of Bitcoin, $30 buy of Ethereum, and a $10 buy of Polygon Matic, Chainlink, and Polkadot. If you are interested in using Wealthsimple, you can sign up using my link in the description or by using the code on screen to receive $25 when you open and fund your Wealthsimple account with as little as $1. That's right, if you deposit $1 when using my referral code, you will get a bonus $25. Once again, link in the description or the code on screen. Alright, so we're back here on the dashboard of my portfolio tracking spreadsheet, and my entire portfolio is again sitting at $128,495. Well, $498.59. It just updated as I was saying that. And the accounts in total are up 6.2%. The total return is sitting at $7,500. And if you guys missed the video that I uploaded the other day, this spreadsheet, or a version of it, I kind of revamped it a little bit for you guys, but this spreadsheet is finally available for you all to use, and I uploaded a video on how to set it up. I highly recommend checking out that video if you want to use this spreadsheet. It includes the dashboard page, the stock holdings page, the dividends page, as well as a data page. I'm not going to click it on mine because it's a bit different, but anyways, it has everything that you need to get a spreadsheet set up looking pretty much identical to mine. So again, I'm going to leave a link to that video if you want the spreadsheet in the description. I know that a ton of you have been waiting for this spreadsheet, so I want to make sure I get the word out that it is finally available to use. This is the part of the video if you want to pause and check out any of my individual holdings. As I scroll down right here, you can go ahead and do so, and I'll also pop over to my crypto holdings as well, so you can also pause. So I went over my investment plan a couple videos ago, but if you missed that video, I basically made this little chart here that went over like how I plan on investing or depositing my money into each account as the year goes on. And I'm happy to say that I have hit my January total for my TFSA of $400. And the crypto account is sitting at about $400 for the month so far. Next week on Monday, this will hit the 500, so I'll be able to check that out or check that off. And I have not deposited into the FHSA for January yet. But the January total is looking good so far. I did deposit some money into my cash account, which I have not added here because I plan on putting it in these other accounts. But yeah, overall, January, I should easily hit this $1,200 target of deposits. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I did sell some of my AMD shares here in my RRSP. I sold 3 shares, which still leaves me with 4 AMD shares. And my average cost for these shares is $91.60. And I sold them for like over $184, I'm pretty sure. And so that was I was up over 100% on my AMD at the time of selling them, but they have fallen a little bit here. As we can see, I'm only up 93% on these shares. But I'm pretty much just going to let the rest of these 4 shares ride out for the time being. I do see AMD climbing in the future even further, so that should be pretty good. And I do have more AMD in my TFSA. Actually, I have 10 shares in this account. And when the time comes, I probably might sell 4 or 5 of these shares if the price of AMD hits over $206, because that would be when I'm up over 100%. Currently, I'm only up 71% on my AMD and my TFSA. But yeah, with the money that I get for selling these shares when they hit 100%, I just like to diversify them into ETFs, just in case. ETFs are a lot more volatile and overall a safer investment. So just in case something goes south, with a individual holding, it's always good to take a little bit of profits along the way, in my opinion. So it was another week with no dividends in any of my accounts or interest. So we're still sitting at $226.67 worth of dividends earned so far in 2024. Hopefully we should be getting some more dividends in the next couple weeks. My portfolio isn't really built as a dividend portfolio, but it is always nice receiving those sweet, sweet dividends. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this week's portfolio update video. Again, be sure to check out the video going over how to set up that spreadsheet if you want to have access to it. There's a full video going over how to set it up and how to not break it pretty much. And yeah, thank you again for watching if you've made it this far. Be sure to leave a like if you have made it this far. And we're going to try and hit 50 likes on this video. And also be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon if you have not already. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers as fast as humanly possible. And yeah, other than that, thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you next time.